Grand Rising, chosen divine beings. I hope that you are waking up refreshed and that you are finding yourselves to be having a productive day. I'm here to deliver another message from the waves. I have in front of me 2 roses in a mason glass jar. And I know that you can't really see on the jar, but there is a cornucopia on it. I don't know if a lot of y'all remember, but back in the day, the fruit of the loom symbol or logo, it had a cornucopia on it holding fruit. Now, as of today, the company denies that it had a cornucopia, and it has become a conspiracy at this point as far as if it did or it didn't, and it has basically become part of the Mandela effect. And so I did a little research about this a while ago, but since the mason jar is in front of me, I went and dug back up some info to try and put some pieces together as far as the fruit and the loom. And so back in 1893, Fruit of the Loom logo was the brand first detailed emblem, featuring a realistic painting style cluster of red apple, purple grapes, green grapes, and berries within a square frame, set against a cloud and foliage background, with the company name in a banner, representing its start in textiles with rich fruit imagery before later simplification. Now, later on down the line, they decided to remove it and basically play a mind game on us. And so I decided to go a little bit deeper into the dive and looked up the cornucopia meaning in the Bible. And it says, in the Bible, the concept of the cornucopia, horn of plenty, appears indirectly as a symbol of God's abundant provision, often represented by the offering of first fruits and the idea of spiritual blessings in a land flowing with milk and honey, signifying God's faithfulness and bountiful harvest. Even though the specific pagan origin symbol isn't directly named, its theme of overflowing abundance is found in Scripture. Biblical connections to the cornucopia's meaning: first fruits of offering, the command to bring baskets of the first and best of the fruit of the ground. That's Deuteronomy 26, 1 through 10. Mirrors the cornucopia's overflowing abundance, demonstrating gratitude for God's blessings. Horn of salvation. In the book of Psalms, King David refers to God as the horn of his salvation, using the horn as a metaphor for power, strength, and deliverance, similar to the cornucopia's symbolism. Next connection, spiritual abundance. Christians see the cornucopia as a symbol of the endless spiritual riches, grace, and blessings found in Christ. Ephesians 1:3, a superabundant horn of plenty through faith. Next connection, the land of promise. The promise of a land flowing with milk and honey, Exodus 3:8, represents the ultimate horn of plenty or abundant provision God promised the Israelites. Key takeaway: while the physical cornucopia originates from Greek-Rome mythology, its core meaning of abundance, harvest, and divine provision is deeply embedded in biblical themes of thanksgiving and God's generous blessings. Also, the loom is a symbol of sturdiness and strength. In Navajo culture, the loom is believed to have originated from the cords of sky and earth. What is loom short for? The word loom, as a lot of us know, it weaves, and it derives from the Old English geloma, formed from G and luma, a root. I'm getting a call. Yeah, distractions. Hold on, guys. Okay, let me reread this. Luma, a root of unknown origin. Sorry. I rebuke communication errors going on right now. The whole world, geloma, meant a utensil, tool, or machine of any kind. In 1404, loom was used to mean a machine to enable weaving thread into cloth. And there are 3 examples of looms: the simple frame loom, like a cardboard loom or pin loom for beginners, the versatile rigid heddle loom for portable weaving in simple patterns, and the complex large floor loom for creating broad, intricate fabrics. So basically, what I took from all of that is that looms, when they are made, they are weaved and they have to be woven a certain way for it to be sturdy and to be able to carry the abundance of harvest of fruits. And that's basically what God has enabled or abled in us, is to be able to be master manifestors and be able to weave creativity, to be able to hold the fruits of the gifts from the Most High. And as we're coming into spring and reaping the sowed seeds that we've sown, and ready to receive our overflowing abundance, being able to move forward to that land of milk and honey promised to the Israelites. Now we are, how do I want to put this? It's kind of complex in my head, so I'm trying to describe it the best way that I can. But it's kind of like how they said that the cornucopia wasn't in the picture in the first place, and it reminds me of how certain cultures and tribes had their spiritual woven connection to the Most High taken away from them, and basically their original relationship with the Most High was stripped from them, and memory lost of certain ways of how to connect to the Most High. And so the woven cornucopia fell apart, and the abundance of fruit wasn't able to be held in the cornucopia because the connection with the Most High had been weakened. And that's where we are right now. And a lot of us divine beings that have awakened, we are reconnecting with the Most High in its original form. And because of that, the ones that took away those beliefs and those connections are, in simple terms, pissed off and irate, and do not want secrets that are actually not secrets. They're reality for divine beings as far as our connection to the Most High. Now, these karmic energies out here, these hierarchies and people that have put themselves in places of power to mind control and manipulate, and to cover, hide, and tuck and dodge what is really reality, I would say. They have put the mass in the Mandela effect. And so a lot of people are, like I said, becoming awakened and remembering their divine true connection. And on the other side, in karmic field, a lot of people are still stuck in the matrix, and they still remember there not being a cornucopia in the fruit of the loom symbol. And a lot of people don't remember when Mandela passed away in prison. And so at this point, a lot of us are trying to awaken the masses. And at the end of the day, it's either you take the red pill or you take the blue pill. One connects to lower vibration, which would be the red, and one connects to higher source, which would be the blue. It's basically heaven and hell. is how I see it. And so I embrace you, divine chosen beings, to keep pouring into the mass as much as you can. And you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. And so at the end of the day, we can say we tried, and that we tried to awaken, but it's really up to each individual to pour into one's own self and to come into remembrance of one's own strength and one's own ability to weave and be a master weaver in life, as far as manifesting one's own strength, to be able to carry the fruits of the labor from that, and be able to enjoy the fruits of harvest as well. And so I encourage Karmicville as well to take a deep dive and to go down some rabbit holes and to consider some things that are considered conspiracy, to consider them as real, because a lot of things that are right in our faces, they want to project it as if it's imaginary, or if it's a fairy tale, or if it's just made up. And a lot of things that they show right in our faces are actually what they are. And so we need to come about the matrix and be able to put our fruit back in our cornucopias the rightful way. Ashale. So that is the energy that I was feeling. And I'm going to go ahead and tap on into the energy. Let's see what's going on for divine beings and Karmicville. Also, those two roses that you see there, I was walking through the store the other day and I had seen a whole vase full of them. I just thought the color of them was so beautiful. And I happened to be walking past the florist and she was arranging some flowers, and she had two just sitting off to the side, and I told her, I was like, those are so beautiful, I love the color of them. And she was like, oh, here, you can have these. And it really just brightened up my day and my spirit. And as you see, there's two of them, and 222 is a very big number for me, and 22 as well, that peace, balance, and harmony. So I thank the Most High for the little golden nuggets that he sends me every day, and for the love that he pours into me, into my cornucopia. Ashe. Let's see what's going on, tribe. I will take whatever falls out as usual. Please take the messages as they resonate, as they might not all apply to. Could apply to some energies that are around you. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. First card, Ace of Swords. Second card, Knight of Wands. And I will take the rest in this deck. So I will leave these two cards out first. Ace of Swords, awareness and insight, epiphany, clarity, force, decisive, communicate, ideas, compel, focus, truth, vision. Asheo, I love this card. That awareness and insight, like I had just stated about the land of plenty and the harvest and the cornucopia. Having that epiphany, seeing clarity. I try to see clarity in a lot of things that have been put to the side in this lifetime and in past lifetimes as well. The sword brings force. It helps to compel the truth. We use that sword of truth every day. Being able to communicate with the blue pill, that would be our throat chakra. Coming up with ideas, we're focused, and we are seeing the vision clearly. I love that. Come on. Next card, Knight of Wands. Swept off your feet, shameless flirt, over the top, adventurous, rebellious, energetic, confident, charmer, excited, heroic, travel, sexy, and that can go for divine and masculine. We are using our magic wands in a positive way and not in a lustful way, like a lot of karmic feel right now. And we are using our wands to magically be delicious. I would say a lot of these karmic energies out there, they were busy being kids and eating tricks because tricks are for kids. And the whole time they had a whole bowl of Lucky Charms with all the magical charms in it. And they decided to choose the bowl of tricks. So that's just their choice, I guess. And so we're out here off into the sunset. We're on our horse. That's a beautiful horse. I love how the mane is braided. It's very pretty. Anyway, we're confident. We've found a new energetic passion for our pursuits, and we're feeling very adventurous at this time, making us all look very, very sexy. And it's okay to be shameless flirts out there. It is springtime, you guys. Just make sure that you know who you're flirting with and make sure that you can decipher that salt from the sugar. Try to fix this. All right. Let's see what else is going on. I had a feeling. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's pull them how I see them. In the downright, we have the Fool. Only fools rush in, holding back, reckless, lack of faith, restless, foolish, impulsive. And so, like I said, with the spring coming in, that's when a lot of karmic energies, they have flaked off the old ones because the warm winter season of snuggling up and pillow talking it's coming to a close. And so please make sure that you're careful out there and that you do decipher in holding back your energy towards certain energies, because there's a lot of reckless people out there, a lot of people without faith, and so they want to try and dim your faith and take that away from you as well. And so as spring is coming, we don't want to feel restless as they are right now, and feeling foolish as well for being impulsive. So make sure that you stay in the upright of this card, Divine Tribe. And I'm going to flip it in the upright and keep it on a positive note as much as possible. The upright, we have the Fool, new beginnings, a free spirit. As you see, she's standing on top of those sharp, rugged rocks, and she looks like she's about to take a deep dive. Feeling spontaneous, feeling adventurous, idealistic, potential, carefree. You can see that. Her dress even seems to flow with the clouds. As you see, she looks like she's setting off into new opportunities, into the unknown. Asheo. Unfortunately, next card in the downright, King of Cups, emotional immaturity, overly emotional, manipulative, moody, repressed, withdrawn, focused on inner feelings, emotionally unavailable. And, since, like I said, the winter season is wrapping up, and since they were being cuddy buddies, but at the same time, they were having third-party counterparts and situationships on the side. Now they're feeling, over emotional and feeling depressed. And instead of them focusing on their inner feelings and their inner self as far as who they are, so that they can come together with partnerships that would be good for them, now. And also now, because a lot of people see through their mask, a lot of people have become unavailable to them as well. And so now they're really having to sit in their thoughts. As you can see, he's holding his cup. And a lot of these karmic energies, unfortunately, are pacifying their feelings and emotions right now with toxic drinks. And a lot of us, even divine ones, we're not perfect, and a lot of us can relate to having to pacify with toxic drinks. And at the end of the day, it's not going to solve anything, because after that buzz comes down, you are right back to square one in your thoughts. And so it's best to just cleanse, I would say, for karmic field right now that's going through alcoholism and other abuses. And I'll just keep it at that. But, you know, for us divine ones that have made it up out of that, we are now emotionally balanced enough to be able to know that we're not going to return to those toxicities and no longer allow those with those toxicities to enter into our energetic field. Asheo. Next card, unfortunately again, Two of Coins, planning and execution. Still a lot of plotting and planning going on, Divine Tribe. So just know that. I know that a lot of us are feeling a whole lot lighter, but just keep your head on a swivel because at this point, a lot of karmic energies are desperate and they don't care how they go out or who they hurt around them or who drops like flies around them. And so just keep your head on a swivel because they've been overcommitted to the plots and plans, making poor choices. They're scattered in their minds because at this point, they're really not even themselves anymore. They have a deity and entities in them. So pay attention. Don't drop the ball on those that drop the ball on you because they're feeling overwhelmed. They want to cause us to feel overwhelmed. And now, they're obviously disorganized in their plotting and planning. And so that's why everything is up in shambles for them at this time. And that's just unfortunate for them. They're just going to have to handle that karma. On the positive side, for us, a balancing act. Adaptability, prioritize, juggle, back and forth, quick decisions, financially adept. So being able to adapt with everything that's going on is going to be a very important thing for Divine Collective right now. Being able to juggle the positive and the negatives and to be able to make quick decisions as far as everything, really. I know that when I leave this house, I make sure that I am basically an owl and able to see in every direction. And a lot of us are having to do that because we are being gang stalked and still attacked in certain various ways that they like to attack us. So just make sure that you keep everything balanced and organized, like it's said on the flip side, and make sure that you are financially adept. Make sure that you save for a rainy day. I know that that's hard for a lot of us divine beings, especially because we quite literally have people robbing us blindly and behind our backs. So just try to put a little bit to the side if you can and make sure that you balance budget and save because they're trying to harm our pockets and hurt our pockets in various ways as well. Next card in the upright, Ten of Cups, storybook ending. I love that. And this card came out yesterday. Harmony, blissful relationships, emotionally fulfilled, stability, idyllic, peace, divine love. And that's the goal, you guys, for Divine Tribe, to be emotionally fulfilled, not actually fulfilled, not monetarily fulfilled. None of that you can take with you when you pass away. And life is short. And while we're here, a lot of us just want peace. We want harmony and we want infinite stability. We don't want to be in a lack mindset and we don't want to feel like we're around unstable people. We want blissful relationships. Asheo. It's all about peace. And that is the goal that a lot of us Divine Tribe are trying to reach. You will not stop this karmic field. And last card, Nine of Coins. Reward of your labor. I think that is a falcon or a hawk. I'm not sure in the picture, but I did see a falcon at the store earlier. So that is a divine confirmation. Rewards of your labor. Status, abundance, self-sufficient, sophistication on your own, taking it easy, maturation, fulfillment, and freedom. Asheo. and self-sufficient and abundance. So talking about being able to weave our own self-abundance, being self-sufficient, doing it. Sophistication, weaving a cornucopia takes a lot of sophistication because it's very intricate. And so in the process of getting the rewards of our labor, we're able to take it a little bit more easy and finding fulfillment in our freedom. And I love that for us. On the flip side, 9 of coins, you are enough. Stand up for what you deserve. Working too hard or for free. Undervaluing yourself, self-worth. So it is on the flip side. So a lot of karmic energies, they've definitely been undervaluing themselves, and they've been pouring their energy, effort, and time into others. And at the end of the day, that took away a lot of their power and energy for themselves. It's time for Karmicville and Divine Tribe alike to stand up for what we deserve. Not everyone in Karmicville, at the end of the day, it is not the end of their story. They do have time to seek the Most High and to repent and to just gain self-awareness and more self-awareness about the world. And so we all need to stand up for what we deserve, because at the end of the day, it's all about love for oneself and love for others. That's the most important commandment. And so it's very important for us to value ourselves so that we can value others and we can value other things as well. When you're whole within yourself, then you'll find a wholeness within the world. Asheo. Okay, go ahead and pull from the Spiritual Oracle. And I'm going to do it a little bit different. Usually I keep all these cards in the upright, but I shuffled them so that some could be in the downright, so that we can take a look at what Karmicville could work on and what we can also work on. Alright, got a lot to fill out today. Did I pull 5 cards up here? I think I did. Must be a 5-5 day. Alright. I'm going to pull these, how they fill out. Oh, these ones I did leave all in the upright. So I'll wait on those ones. Let's do the We Are deck. And I'll do the last ones last. So, the ones that fill out. These ones I put in the reverse. There we go. Alright, so I'm still holding inside a card about feelings that haven't yet been lived through, about gently allowing them space. Questions we can ask ourselves: what am I still holding inside? And why am I afraid to let it out? Let's take a look at the picture. You see, she's got her bird friend with her, comforting. She's got her flowers around her. And the card said, healing looks like confirmation. So, for Karmicville and for Divine Collective, a lot of us hold a lot inside, especially from trauma, from past. And a lot of us are healing that trauma and being able to use our voice chakra and being able to get that out. Doesn't matter if you're around people, you can be in your own space and just talking to the Most High, being able to get out what you have been feeling. Oh man, retrograde is retrograding. Archangel Michael, Uriel, and Raphael, and Metatron, please assist me. I appreciate you. So a lot of us are getting out what we have been holding on to. And on the flip side, for Karmicville, it's definitely past due time to get out what occurred in your past life, as far as your childhood and as far as young adulthood and as far as currenthood, so that you can heal. And for those who are still finding their voice and finding their inner truth, ask yourself, why am I afraid to let it out? This card in the downright. Belief in myself, a card about inner resilience, about choosing yourself even when the wind blows in your face. Belief in yourself is a compass that leads you through doubt. So for Karmicville, since this is in the downright, like I said, a lot of them didn't have any inner belief in themselves, don't know their own inner strength, their own inner power, and also their own inner connection to the Most High. And so for Karmicville, you can ask yourself these 3 questions today if you are listening thus far. What do I believe in even when I doubt? What does my confidence look like? What helps me not to give up? Very important questions. Third card, what I didn't say. This card came out yesterday. It's about holding back from fear of being too much, misunderstood, or uncomfortable, about the words left unspoken that still carry weight. And so for Karmicville and for Divine Collective, ask yourselves, when do you hold back your words and why? And what truths do you still not allow yourself to say? Because in the energy, it feels like there's, for unhealed, divine or karmic, there's a lot of unhealed wounds that need to be healed. And the only way that you can heal those is by expressing them. So use that voice chakra and choose the blue pill. Ashe? And for the last cards that came out, for confirmations and affirmations and for encouragement. Sometimes walking away is the only option, not because you want to make someone miss you or realize they took you for granted, but because you finally respect yourself enough to know you deserve better. It came out as well yesterday. So confirmation. Don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. It is necessary to experience the difficult times. That is when you will grow the most. And that is so, 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 so true. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Be proud of your journey. Ashel. Keep moving forward, even if you're unsure of your next step or where it may take you. Trust that you are walking the path you are meant to walk. Remember, we are walking it with you. Trust yourself more. That is from the Most High, from the Spirit Tribe, and from your galactic ancestors. Ashel. We see that you are on the brink of a breakthrough that you have patiently been waiting for. A situation is about to come full circle. The lessons have been learned. This is a win-win situation for you. Trust that we are working behind the scenes to ensure the best outcome for you. You are feeling somewhat confused by the events that are unfolding around you and the various seemingly contradictory information that are coming your way. Trust your instincts and do what they are telling you to do, and you will learn a lot about yourself and the direction you want your life to take. Always use that inner compass of intuition with people, places, and things, especially in this new season of abundant overflow. Whenever you talk to us, it never goes unheard. We hear every single word. This is your confirmation that we are assisting you, guiding you, and ensuring your wishes finally come to fruition. Be patient. Everything will come together for you. And last one. Count all of your blessings, even the smallest ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that has yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? And it really is. Be sure to count all your blessings, no matter how big or how small. The little things in life, you guys. The little things that people distract themselves with. Other things that have no meaning or longevity to them. Appreciate the abundance that is coming to your fruit of the loom, the land of plenty. I love you guys. I hope you have a divinely orchestrated day and continue to flow and glow and grow with the waves. I'll see you on the next one. Ashe, ashe, asheo.